I have been fighting with this, but I was sewing, trying to put together a button-up shirt. And like layered fabrics, and getting the collar right, and all this shit. And like, after everything that I've been doing, I'm like, actually pretty quick at it now. Like I made the pocket pants, put those in there, I put them together. The suit pants are great looking.
Yeah, I remember you first working with it, and I was like, can you do these?
Hello, YouTube! We're just going to continue chatting while we wait for Instagram to come in, and then we'll get into our subjects for the day.
Oh, it's already good?
It's already good?
We're all good. We're up.
Cool. That's not 60 seconds.
We were told it would take 60 seconds, and it barely took 6. It took 6.
No guarantees.
Alright.
Hello, everyone! Happy Thursday! We had 2 big announcements this week. One was the Ops buyback, which is happening this month. We'll get into that a little bit later, because today we just launched the new Augment AH4 Storms. This is our first waterproof product from a factory overseas, and it's really very cool. And we've got these really nice new colorways, or fun colorways. One new colorway, one new to the Augment AH4 Storm itself.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about these. We worked very hard on them. We've been working with this factory. I feel like we started this process in like February.
Yeah, because I had to do the timeline for it.
Yeah. Because I met this factory in New York City in January, and I've been like, so we've been working on this. As soon as I met them, I was like, these guys are really cool. They've got a good product. Let's try making the Augment AH4 Storm. These are made in China. It's the same price as our previous Augment AH4 Storm, but it has some nice advancements.
Yes.
I think it's a good trade-off, because that price has always been great. Like the $269 on the AH4 Storm is like, it's a really solid jacket. It's like, it's right in there with our stuff, and then this is a little bit of a higher quality than we were able to make before. What do you want to talk about details? Do you want?
I brought the other one with us if we want to specifically call them out, because I think it's interesting, the construction differences, but they're better than they were. So.
Yeah, primarily it's like, it's finish. I think the
exactly.
biggest detail difference is the pockets, because we've added the zipper onto the pockets. Ooh, that's so cozy on the inside.
Yes, there's fleece on the inside of the pocket. Zipper, and they're waterproof.
The water repellent zippers, water repellent main zipper.
And then
It's
our
such a
zipper is
solid.
finished on the inside as well. It was not before.
Yes, there's a lot of like little finishing details that make it just that much nicer. But the big thing is being able to put zippers in, because it's hard to do, especially with the waterproof products, and getting waterproof zippers is expensive. So it's something that has been prohibitive in the past, and it's really good, especially for a jacket that's waterproof. Like being able to put stuff in there and have it be protected is like kind of a great feature. Yeah.
You still get the nice little Volante zipper pull that is still added to them with care during our QC process.
We do this here. This is a little thing we've got. We've got like a nice big box of them here.
Yes.
From our operator system. This is the one thing we're not buying back from the operator system is these. No, I'm kidding. You can keep these.
You can keep them.
Yeah. The other thing is this new color is I think it's super cool. I wasn't sure what to call it for a while, because I just liked the combination. Like we had a ton of options in color. Like the color card that we got from these is just like, there's like tons of little tiny variations. It's 2 pages. There's lots of options, which kind of gave me paralysis of choice for a bit. Took me a long time to come up with a color palette that was like, not one that I loved, but one to be able to choose one and stick with it.
But the main color we chose, like it's that was that?
No, these
Those
are,
were made
yeah,
colors?
these are all
Wow.
pre-stock colors.
I thought it was just the combo like our other stuff.
Yeah. So we have a lot of options for
Yeah, a lot of
future
options.
colors on these water these like soft shell jackets. And this new color, Reactor Core, I called it that because the color palette reminded me of the color palette of the Chernobyl HBO special. So that little bit of radioactive, like green yellow glow on this like sort of off blue. I don't know. They're both interesting colors, and together they're kind of that's the vibe they give me.
And then thus a new colorway was created.
It's like, is this an augment color? If I call it Reactor Core, it's definitely an augment color. The name just pushes it right over the edge into augment. Yeah, and we get a little bit of a textural difference between the two materials, which is something that I guess the original H4 it has a textural difference, but in order to get that, we had to use a non-waterproof material for the accent materials, and now we do not have to do that. Now we have a TPU membrane through and through. The accent all has a fleece on the inside, so it feels really consistent. You don't get like a weird, a difference in texture as
Right.
when you're wearing it. So that's really nice.
Any
Do we have
questions
any
about the
questions?
store?
No questions yet.
Wow.
Cool.
All right. What I find interesting is that the fabric we get here always has black fleece on the inside. But this one is colored to the actual jacket.
Yeah, I think they did. So they do actually dye
The fleece
fleece
part?
to match the shell. So we choose a shell, and then they dye the fleece to match it. So it's kind of cool. Just nice little, all these nice little added, sort of nice details. The edges they're a little less thick than they are in the original, because the original we just used the same material. Like this gives us the
Fold it
option.
over. This is like nice and thin here, which I like. So that
Less
it's not-
bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we make things in the United States, we really have to be selective about how many different materials we use, especially because we're cutting it here. It optimizes cutting by using, like if a jacket's only made out of 2 materials, it's just faster for cutting. It makes, it helps us do that. Whereas if we work overseas, the way their production is set up, they can use 5 or 6 materials and just have only this material for the pocket is only used for this piece on both sides, and they make it work, and that's great because then we can have purpose-built materials specifically for different elements.
We do have one question. Can we machine wash this jacket?
Yeah. I would say machine wash and then just hang to dry. I wouldn't dry it.
I'd put it on a delicate setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not full on.
Yeah, but you should be able to just go ahead and toss it in the wash. I wouldn't use bleach. I actually think that's.
I don't know what we.
What did we say here? Yeah.
Do not dry clean.
It says machine wash cold separate. That's
And it can
another
be
bonus.
washed
I'm
too
gonna
if you
show
want.
this off because I'm pretty excited about this. Another bonus is that we made fancy new hair labels. I don't know if this guy is that fish. They got our logo on them.
Just don't put it in the dryer.
Yeah, it does. It says all that stuff on
Yep.
it. It's custom. It's got all the information. It's very small. You might want a magnifying glass. We're gonna make it bigger next time.
We can take a picture for you too.
It is very tiny. I guess I just didn't realize it would be until we got them.
Yeah.
Get a bigger tag.
I think they made them an inch wide and they should have been an inch and a quarter. If they'd been an inch and a quarter, so it would be slightly bigger. The text would all be proportionally larger. But it's legible. It printed legibly, but it is a little small. These are little things that we tweak as we learn from production.
How deep's the hood?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's.
The same as always. They actually, that was one of the points. A lot of factories, especially when you're working overseas, a lot of them will look at your pattern and be like, "That's wrong," and then change it. And then they'll be like, they sent us a prototype, and I was like, "This is wrong. It's not my pattern." And they're like, "How did you know?" And I'm like, "I can see it in the photos. You've changed things. You know, like I know the proportions. I know the shapes of my seams. If you change anything, I'm gonna notice." And they were like, "This hood it's too big. It's too deep. That's not.
Too deep,
it's." They were like, "This is 2 inches too deep, right?" Because
Not
standard
standard.
hoods are small, and our hoods are explicitly not small. I want, when I have a waterproof hood, for the hood to cover my whole head, so that when it rains, my whole head is protected by the rain.
I think that's the most frustrating thing. During our whole process, and all the factories that we
Yep.
try to work with, it's always like, well, your measurement thing is different. Well,
Yeah.
this is different. No, we're not a standard.
Yeah, our measurements are funky, our size charts are funky.
I think the most common phrase was, please just use the patterns we sent you.
If there is a discrepancy between pattern and the size chart that we sent, the measurement chart that we sent you, use the pattern is right. But anyway, that is one of our like sort of phrases. Because we don't have that problem in New York. In New York, we just send them cut pieces that make the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
No
get to
question.
see what the measurements are. They don't care.
No, they just don't.
Because we check them when we get it back.
Mhm.
But I guess it does minimize, if I didn't notice something in the pattern, if it's a new design, if I
Yep.
didn't notice something in the pattern, that's why they're so cautious about this kind of thing. They do check everything, and they want to make sure it matches in all places, and I guess that makes sense. I have to give them credit for that. Even if they want to change my stuff. Yeah, I love it. I've actually been wearing this as soon as we got these. These are top of production samples, so we got these in, like we got a couple of these in like 2 months ago. It's been my jacket every time it gets a little chilly. It's my new go-to. It has replaced my 2411.
Which is not much different.
It's not much different, but it is different. This has zipper pockets.
It's true, that one has zipper pockets. Mm-hmm.
What would you recommend to layer with this jacket?
So, what do you think?
Well, what are we talking about layering, like with our other stuff?
I
Is
would
that what
assume
the question
so.
is, or just like underneath? Because really anything you can wear underneath these.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is a casual jacket for me. It's not something that I like build outfits around. And that's something I love about it is like when I'm just going out and it's chilly and I need a jacket, or it's raining and I need a jacket. This is what I'm just gonna grab, and it's going to work with just about any outfit that I wear.
Right, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, this is just more casual.
Yeah.
It's a hoodie,
It's a hoodie that's waterproof. It's like,
and warm.
just grab it. This is the just grab it, don't think about it. If I'm thinking about it, I got plenty of opinions, but yeah, but I would definitely pair it with our Secco pants, even if you can't purchase those yet. If you already have them, get them. But we will make more of these. Very excited about that. We are. We've already started work on a new batch of Secco pants.
Yeah, surprise.
Surprise!
That's a spoiler.
It's sort of a spoiler. It's a spoiler
We
if
got a
you
long way to
aren't on our
wait, though.
Discord. But yeah, that's coming. It'll be a little while.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit more loose-lipped about things that I'm working on. So.
It gets people excited.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah.
It gets me excited. I like telling people what I'm doing.
No, we keep talking about will these be at Comic-Con?
Good question.
They are. We decided last minute we were going to add them in, so they will be there along with the original AH4.
Yeah, so there will be several colors to choose from. The original AH4s, if that's a color that you like as opposed to these, like it's still a great jacket. Feature-wise, aside from the zippers, you're gonna get basically the same product. Finish-wise, these are a little nicer, but generally, these are, they're very comparable in terms of utility.
Someone just expressed hype for the Secco in general. So,
More Secco stuff. Yeah, so there's some new stuff coming from overseas from a
Those
new
are
factory.
improved as well.
Those are improved now. It won't do this anymore because I fixed that.
And And the snap is gonna be a button.
Yeah, the snap's gonna be a button. There's like, I adjusted the fit slightly. The material is so nice.
Mhm.
Very excited.
I just remembered, we announced one other thing this week, Halloween contest.
Oh yeah. We have a Halloween costume contest. I don't have any of the information written down, and therefore I don't remember the specific details of it. However, there is a blog post. There is a
form up on our Discord and socials.
Okay. There's a form, and we should probably put a blog post so that people can find it from other avenues. But yeah, there's a form. You can submit your costume, and there are prizes. The prizes are up to $500 of store credit for the first place winner.
And I think you only have to have something Volante in your photo based around your thing. So it could even be a Vanguard bracer and the rest is nothing. So it can be as simple as that. So
It could be one of these.
it's, I don't know, that might be.
I mean, that's pushing.
Yeah.
You know.
But I would laugh if it happened.
Yeah.
Someone asked, how warm is it?
How warm is this?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
It's fleece lined, so pretty warm. I'm very comfortable right now. I was wearing a jacket in the other room, and this is keeping me warmer than my sweatshirt that I was wearing. So,
Yeah, it's a light layer. It's definitely a fall
it's
jacket.
not like 10, like
Yeah.
super hot,
Yeah.
but like it's gonna keep you pretty warm.
Yeah, six
Because the
or
air
seven.
won't like really get in either.
Yeah.
Someone asked, is there anything new premiering at NYCC this year? I think the bracer.
No, it's not premiering, but we will have something right before the show launching.
I think I've said this online, but I'll go ahead and say it here. We will have the final run of the Rooks
Yes.
for New York Comic Con. The final run will be launching and will be available at New York.
Mm-hmm.
Both the men's and the women's cut of the last hurrah of the Rook.
Yep.
So we'll have those there. That's a little exciting. They're not on the store now.
Nope, and we'll also have the deal that we were having right now with the Assassin's Creed collection. At show, you will get the Vanguard, the bracer, the AC bracer with one of those purchases for free at the show as well. And we will have them right then and there.
Cool. It's a good move. I like it.
I mean, why not? They're gonna
Got-
miss out
Yeah,
otherwise.
absolutely. I just didn't know. That's good thinking. We're packing for New York next week, right? It's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we leave on the 14th. Like, our stuff heads out of here. So, yeah,
Is
we're.
that Monday?
That's a Monday. Yep. So, we are packing next Wednesday.
New
and Thursday.
York is a very long week for us.
Yeah. Because
worth
there's a load-in day and then there's a setup day, which is always weird to me. Like, why not just do it all in one day? But
Yeah, but it's nice because it's
'Cause you're
loading
not
because
doing it
loading
all
is
in one day.
crazy and setup is intense. So
But I like how breakdown is one.
yeah, breakdown. They're like, okay, it's 5 o'clock on Sunday. Get your shit out of here, please.
You have to.
Midnight.
By whatever means necessary, get it out of here.
Mhm.
That loadout is wild in New York.
Yeah. I'm amazed every year how fast we take it down.
And just run it to the road and toss it in the truck and just drive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited for New York just on the subject because we have our 20 by 20 booth there,
Oh, yeah.
the same booth we had at PAX.
We haven't made that announcement yet.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. We're in a totally new location, so we are at New York. If you're looking for us, you might want to look at the map. We'll probably post a picture of the map on our socials.
Not like it.
What?
The map's not like it.
Yeah, the map's not. But when you get there, like
I mean, we have them.
look for it. We could
They sent to me one because they didn't hear it.
because we need to know where we're
We need to
going.
know where we're going.
So we will have a map, and we will probably post it on our socials so you can find us. But we will
But
be
we are
we're-
in
we're-
front of like the New York exclusive, the merchandise booth, right?
the New York Comic Con merchandise booth. We're right next to it, so we're going to be in a high traffic zone.
They'll probably be staring at us from the line.
Yeah.
New York Comic Con merch.
Did we get any questions about the ops buyback system?
What we were waiting.
Surprisingly, no.
Cool.
Oh. Well, we're here
we
for
got
that too.
we got lots of questions on social when we announced it,
Yeah.
so many of those have been answered publicly, so that also helps. That's kind of it's an interesting move for me. I'm looking forward to seeing and processing all of the damages and defects and things like that to see where our weaknesses lie. And I'm a little dreading it because it's a project that I worked really hard on, and to see that I have I'm just looking at my own failures dead in the eye, which is okay. I accept this. But that's entirely the point. It's like it's hard to look at, but it's also important. It feels like I want to make something that's really good, and we all do. We want to make something that's really good, and we realize we sort of missed the mark on that product. Even though it's been a couple of years, we couldn't let go of that.
No, like being the ops person, we kept seeing them come back for repairs, and people, you guys loved them, so you wanted them repaired, but some of them were irreparable, unfortunately. So we did replace them with new ones that we had, but it hurts because we did put a lot of work into that. So. But the cash bag, never an issue. Not
Cash
one.
bag is super simple.
We
It's
will
great.
have those in New York.
Great.
If you want one.
It's also going to be tough. I will probably redesign the entire thing from scratch. If we're trying to do a new ops design, or a new bag design, I will probably approach it from right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the feedback, I will obviously take in all the feedback that I've received and all the stuff that I've seen. But I think there's enough room for improvement that it is worth sort of considering every single aspect of it, including where we make it.
Oh, yeah.
Including, actually, probably primarily where we make it is going to be a big thing. We're going to try and find a bag factory, probably overseas. We have a lot more resources for that now, which will allow us to have a much broader scale of material and a much broader skill level and things like that. There's not
the equipment too will be different.
yeah, we were really trying to stick to U.S. manufacturers, and there just aren't a ton that are capable of doing that
A
level
lot
of
of
work
bag
here.
factories
Yeah.
in general, unless
do-
it's just like a plain backpack.
We have one question. Can we send in notes with our buyback about specific thoughts on the bags?
Please,
Yeah.
yes. Handwritten notes, cookies, we'll take it all.
And someone had a suggestion, you should definitely use some of the waterproof material from your jackets for the bag. It will make it sturdier, in my opinion.
Yeah, after we had started working on it, and after the bags were already in production, that's when we found the material for the Jonian.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, a bag of that, this material would be awesome. It's just like, I've learned so much in it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
So I've learned so much in that time period, and I've got so many more resources and so many more materials and things like that. There's such an opportunity for us to do a better job than we did in the past. And I think a TPU membrane bag that's like really actually waterproof, that's a big opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Think that. Great. If you have more questions, as always,
Yeah.
join us on Discord.
Reach out.
If you have specific questions and you don't want to just do it publicly, there's always info@velocitydesign.us. And we would love to see you at New York Comic Con if you're coming.
Yeah.
We definitely want to see your costumes. So take a look, try and come up with a costume and post it, as long as the costume is in by the end of the month. Is that right? It makes sense. It's Halloween. It will be submitted, and I am very much looking forward to.
And it's not a lottery, if anyone thinks that. We are actually judging these costumes and these photos.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of people, it's always popularity contest, but it's actually not for us.
Yeah. We will try not to recognize people that we know.
Aw.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.